Welcome to the show where we talk about whatever you want, whenever you want, and nobody cares.
I'm Joshua, and this is my brother and co-host Eli, and this is Podcast. Hey guys, hope you're having a beautiful day, and welcome to another Topic Droid Tuesday. So, Eli, you want to kick us off?
Sure. Michael Bay films.
The films of Michael Bay. I feel like we might have done this topic before.
I think we talked about it when we talked about Zack Snyder.
Yeah, well, you know how I feel. Actually, that's kind of a timely card because just last weekend, Ninja Turtles, or this past weekend, the second Ninja Turtles came out. The second Michael Bay Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Unfortunately. Yeah, what can I say about Michael Bay? You know, there's
not much good.
There's not much good to say. You know, he panders to the lowest common denominator, and there's no reason for that.
Well, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a perfect example. Everything looks awful. The turtles are huge.
They look like Shrek without ears.
Yeah, that's a very good.
When they take off their masks.
I mean, everything about it, it's awful. Every part of it looks awful.
You know, he has like these rare golden moments in his films, but you know, I don't know. I just. You know, he was once quoted as saying that, you know, I make movies for teenage boys. And I guess it's okay, but there's a difference between doing that and making shit movies. And what he makes are shit movies. Although I think it's very telling about our country that we spend billions of dollars to go see his films. I think it's very telling about our country.
Yep.
That people continue to go see those movies.
Yep.
So that's, you know, I think it's a sad commentary on us,
yes,
as Americans. So that's all I have to say about Michael Bay films.
There's not much else to say. I mean, that's really how it is. There's not much to say about Michael Bay films.
You know,
so
I do know that for every person like myself that says, oh, you know, the Michael Bay films are shit, you know, you get one person, you get another that's like, oh, I loved Transformers.
Oh god, the Transformers.
The rise of whatever. Like, really? You love that movie? Because
the Transformers movies could have been. The Transformers actually look good now. They could have been good if it wasn't for a lot of other stuff going on.
Well, you know, here's the thing, right? I just saw over the weekend Ant-Man. I'm kind of behind on the Marvel films. I just saw Ant-Man, and it was effing incredible. It's a comic book movie. It's not meant to be taken seriously. You know, it's just a good comic book movie, action movie. And yet the quality is so much better than you know any given Michael Bay film. And the thing is, the point I'm trying to make is that just because it's a stupid action flick or doesn't mean that you have to make a piece of shit. You know, it doesn't mean you have to make a turd. And that's exactly what he does. It's like, you know, you look at any of the Avengers movies, right? Or any of the, you know, Marvel Extended Universe stuff. And they're taking the same thing he's doing. You know, he's doing Ninja Turtles and Transformers, you know, comic book action figure movies. You can do the same thing he's doing and make quality film out of it.
Yeah.
You know, not super quality film, not, you know, not...
Like you had mentioned before, is that, you know, the Avengers movies were very comic book-like. The things they said, the things they did, were very kind of quirky, corny, comic book-esque feeling to them. And, you know, when you try to make something too serious, like Zack Snyder does, you know, and you try to make it have adult themes and such, you just don't need that.
You don't.
That's what actually ends up ruining it a lot of the time.
I'll go off on a tangent because there is one thing I'll say about the Transformer films. At least the first ones. Shia LaBeouf, the character Shia LaBeouf plays, is about the most god-awful character in film history. I honestly cannot think of a character in film history I hate more than Sam Witwicky's, Shia LaBeouf's character. He is this, you know, little rich kid. Spoiled little rich kid that I do not give a shit about, and by the end of the film he has no character development, no I'm part of something greater, or no, you know, I don't need materialistic thing. There's no like character development, no like, you know, moral growth. By the next film, the next sequel he's in, he's still the spoiled little rich kid that I hated from the beginning of the movie. And it's like, I just, you know, there's no character development whatsoever. He is about as cardboard as you can make him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's just my tangent on that.
Okay. Well,
So,
let's go ahead and move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's try to grab something good here. Ooh, I feel it. Holes. Somebody literally wrote holes.
Like,
I don't know if they mean the book slash movie.
That's actually funny that you say that, because in the movie, Shia LaBeouf plays in Holes.
It was Shia LaBeouf is in the movie Holes. I don't know what this person meant by holes, but it...
I think I wrote
Did they
that.
meant... Do you think you wrote that?
It looks like my handwriting, but I don't remember writing it.
Are you talking like holes in the body?
I don't know.
Or... Well, body has lots of holes. Talking about holes in the ground. I guess we can. I guess since we're on the theme of Shia LaBeouf, we can talk about that movie slash book.
The book actually wasn't bad. The movie wasn't that awful. Retrospectively, it could have been
No,
worse.
the movie was actually very good. Who's in that? I know Mickey Rourke and
Mr. Sir.
who was
I can't remember. Yeah,
Hold on.
Don't even ask. I can't remember.
Hold on. Ghostbusters. The woman's in Ghostbusters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, her name is on tip of my tongue, and I'm reaching for it.
You're not gonna get it though.
I'm not.
It'll be on the bottom
horrible.
of the screen here.
It'll be on the bottom of the screen. We know who she is.
So, at first I thought that this spread, this Biscoff spread, was for the cookies.
Okay.
And I was actually wrong. It's actually made of the cookies, it's for other things.
So the cookie spread made up. Sigourney Weaver.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, why?
That's what it was. Okay.
Oh my God, I feel like such an ass because I know, you know, she's Ripley in Aliens, she's in Ghostbusters, she's in.
Give me a second. I'm gonna remember this.
So she's the antagonist in the film, and it's a fairly good movie. It's a pretty decent movie. It's got a pretty good.
Damn it, what's her name?
I know. I'm actually sitting here not thinking about the movie Holes because I'm thinking
Alien and.
So what else about Holes? We'll come back to that. It will be on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. She has holes. I'm kidding. You said bodily holes.
Everybody has bodily holes.
Yeah.
I fear it's part of human life.
The Star Wars prequels made plot holes.
It did. Oh.
I don't know.
There's plot holes in Michael Bay films.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. I have nothing else to say about that.
I'm like, holes, I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about. I know we're talking about whatever we want, whenever we want, but damn.
Animals of Australia. I'm
actually with my kids in the middle of a documentary mini-series.
72 Deadliest Animals.
The 72 Deadliest Animals of Australia, and it's been interesting. I kind of feel like it's not... Because they're stacking up and trying to find the top 10.
Yeah.
And as of right now, they have the great white shark as number 10. I just don't think that's...
Number 10?
That's number 1, I'm sorry.
I thought they made... He beat out the mosquito?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't think that... I don't think that a great white shark beats out any of them. I know they're vicious predators, and they do kill people, but it's actually pretty rare. And I feel like there's other animals that kill...
See, the problem with that is that when they had the mosquito up front, I'm like, oh, no one's gonna knock it out, because the mosquito honestly is considered one of the most deadliest creatures in the entire world.
Right, yeah.
Not that they actually do it, but the diseases they carry.
Well, the other thing is that they knocked the bull shark down. I think the bull shark's like number 5 or 6 now in the series, and the bull shark is
equally as vicious as
actually has more kills than the great white in the world. I know Shark Week a couple years ago, they stacked up the bull shark as the deadliest shark in the world. It's partly because the bull shark is one of the few sharks that can go in fresh water
and salt. It's the only.
Yeah. But it's an interesting little documentary series. It's interesting that card came up because I'm in the middle of watching it with my kids, and you know, some of the animals you don't think about. They talk about the kangaroo, and there's a guy that got the shit beat out of him by a kangaroo. He's running, and he's like, you know, you usually see him like, he's like, I see him when I go on my morning run, and he goes, this one time, there's a very loud truck coming. Hold it. Thank you.
Subscribe.
Yeah, he said on my morning run.
Yeah.
You know, I see him all the time on my morning run, and this one time he just happened to pass an aggressive male that just was, and he got his ass beat. He was like all bloody and needed stitches.
He had massive stitches that he needed in certain parts of his body.
Sea lion was another one. A girl got like a sea lion came up from beneath her and like grabbed her like this and just bit down. She had stitches. I think she had like 72 stitches on the inside and outside of her mouth and in her neck, and she very nearly died. She was drowning after getting hit.
Yeah.
And you just don't think of a sea lion as like
aggressive like that.
You know, you don't think of a sea lion. You know, the great white sharks hunt sea lions. Therefore, great white sharks should be the more deadly animal.
Well, I think we have time for one more. Why don't you go ahead and pull your last choice?
Wrestling. Okay.
I wonder who wrote that.
I wonder who wrote that, Andrew. Of course, you know, my oldest son is a wrestler. And a very good wrestler. I think he finished off last season with I can't remember, I think 16-3 or something like that.
Yeah.
He doesn't lose often. He's very, very talented, very, very skilled. So, you know, honestly, when Andrew took up wrestling, right? I've never wrestled. And I'm learning it now through him. It's a much more interesting sport to watch than I originally surmised, and somewhat frustrating. Being a martial artist and being somebody who has studied body mechanics and physics as part of his fight training, and somebody who teaches fighting, I'm sitting there, I'm watching him roll around on the floor. I see somebody in a position, like, oh no, turn. But you know, the thing is that seeing it is very different from being in it, and the decisions you have to make, the snap decisions you have to make while you're there. You know, it's one thing to observe it from a distance. You know, it's kind of like, have you ever walked up on somebody doing like a word search, and you're like, oh, there's blueberry, and like, oh, I've been looking for that word forever. And you just walk over. You know, it's like that. You know, sometimes being in it, it's harder to see the thing you're after than it is for somebody who isn't
so when
right
you're
in it.
when you're sitting up and you're like, why doesn't he just do that? Come on, just flip him over and you'll be good. I mean, come on. But then you get down in there, you're like, oh wow, that's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about the fact that he's got his hand on your ass. Well,
or that he's got his hand on your, you know, he's laying on your head and you can't breathe. And you're trying to focus on the breathing. You know, I need to get some oxygen.
That's why when I sparred with Andrew twice, I think now I've had to tap out. He's like, oh, I won. I'm like, no, actually, you just had your entire arm in my mouth, and I couldn't breathe.
So, yep. But it's been interesting. I really enjoy going to watch him wrestle, and he's fun to watch. He's a lot of fun to watch. Just it's a sport that I didn't think I was going to care much for. I don't care much for watching most martial arts or real martial arts, mostly because I think a lot of it is, one, I'm not a spectator. I'd rather be in it than watching it. But two, I think a lot of times you're watching like a chess match. The battle and the thrilling part is in the mind of the two people playing, not the action that's going on.
Yeah.
And so you're missing that part of the action. Where a lot of times in a fight you'll just have two guys circling each other forever. And you're like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But they're playing each other. They're looking for those openings there, and that's the thrilling part of the action that you're missing. Instead, you just see two dudes laying on top of each other, like, so somebody gonna make a move, or are you just gonna cuddle?
I'll destroy you. Like, no.
But what's really going on is up here, and it's the slightest movement, the slight movement of a shoulder or a wrist could mean the end of the match, and so it's playing a very mental game, and you're missing that, and so I didn't think I was going to enjoy watching, but I do actually, very much so. So Andrew, thank you for wrestling. I'm going to assume that's you.
Yeah, it's not my handwriting. It's not Michelle's handwriting.
Actually, that's really nice handwriting. That's very nice handwriting, especially for a 14-year-old.
It's not Tessa's handwriting.
So good job.
So okay. Well, we are out of time. We may actually be over time. We may be under time. I forgot to start a timer. So until next time, I'm Eli.
I'm Joshua.
And this is Podcast. Hey guys, did you like today's episode? Go ahead and press that like button, and if you really like it, go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, go ahead and comment. If you think your friends will like it, go ahead and share it. Also, check us out on Facebook at This Is Podcast. Well, I think it's Mando time.